Greetings, welcome to the channel. I'm Eddie Set Go, and today I bring you a bit of bike news. I'm on board my 09 SP, just riding through the town here in the darkest depths of January. But a bit of bike news for you, and Honda have reintroduced the CB300R into the lineup. Now, the 300R has taken a hiatus for the past year. It's not been on sale at all, but the 300R is now going to be back on sale by May-June of this year, retailing for about £4,900 here in the UK. Now, majority of the bike is the same as the previous gen, but what caught my eye and thought it was worth sharing was the new CB300R comes with a few tasty upgrades. So if you are looking for an A2 friendly machine that has that atypical Honda build quality, then maybe the CB300R is the bike for you. So as mentioned, most of the bike is the same as the previous generation, and this chap in front of me is travelling really slowly at 19 miles an hour. Oh, he's pulling over. Let's just overtake this chap there. He's decided what he's going to do, and we're going to zip past him here. So most of the 300R is the same as it was being sold in 2020. The bike still retains its 286cc single-cylinder engine, punching out about 31 brake horsepower at 9,000 RPM. So this is a perfect A2 bike. It sits right in that category. 30 brake horsepower is quite a tasty amount of power. I do remember when I used to ride a Vespa 300 and it had about 30 brake horsepower, and I still managed to have quite a lot of fun on it and do quite a few miles on it as well. So 31 brake horsepower, 286cc single cylinder engine. It's much the same as before, but the big tasty upgrades for this year is that the new 300R comes with Showa big piston forks. So these are quite a tasty, substantial upgrade for such a small capacity machine, an entry level bike. It now comes with Showa big piston forks. Coupled with the upgraded suspension is a 4-pot Nissan caliper squeezing onto a single disc at the front, and there is an unbranded disc and caliper, single pot caliper at the rear. But what makes this braking system quite interesting and worth noting is that the braking system on the 300R is actually controlled by an IMU, an internal measuring unit. There is a microchip monitoring all the braking forces when you apply the front brake or rear brake, and then it balances out the braking power between the front and the rear to make a much more controlled and balanced braking experience on the 300R. So this is quite a trick bit of electronic kit on this very entry-level bike, and I thought it was worth noting. So if you were to go into a situation and grab a handful of brake, the bike will automatically measure the forces going on and balance out the braking power between the front and the rear brakes. It's quite a good safety measure to have. So one of the other upgrades for the 300R for this year is a new slip and assist clutch. Now, not only will this make the clutch action, the clutch lever, a little bit lighter to feel, a little bit easier to use, but the main advantage of a slip and assist clutch is it will slip when you're aggressively downshifting. So I don't know if you've aggressively downshifted on a bike before. You drop it into a really low gear and the back end starts to squirm, the rear wheel starts to hop a little bit, and it's generally a bit of an unsettling experience. So what a slip and assist clutch will do is just smooth out all of that aggressive downshifting and make the engine kind of wail a little bit. There's a little bit of a cushion there. So if you're aggressively stomping down the box and dropping it down into gears, the bike will smooth things out a little bit. It'll make things a bit more progressive, a bit more controlled. And again, this is technology that you usually find on more performance machines and high-end machines. So I do remember on my Tracer 700 that didn't have a slip and assist clutch, and often when I was dropping down the gears, the rear end would squirm, things would hop and shudder. It was just generally an unsettling experience, especially on a track day. But with a slip and assist clutch, it will make things super light, super smooth, and super progressive. So this is a really good bit of kit that Honda have added to the 300R. The other notable upgrade is a new seat cover. So there's a new seat material on the 300R. It very much looks like what the same kind of finish you get on the 650R, the larger sibling to this bike. But yeah, these are little touches then that Honda have made around the 300R. New seat, slip and assist clutch, Showa big piston forks. It all makes for a very plush and a very well equipped entry-level A2 bike. So if you are looking for an A2 friendly machine, then the 300R, in my opinion, it's a very good looking bike, mirroring the same design as the CB1000, the CB650. It does look pretty awesome. It's still got the LED lighting all around. and the double stacked headlamp inside that round design, so it looks really cool. But yes, so the 300R coming with a number of upgrades for 2022. It will be in showrooms by about June time, retailing for about £4,900 here in the UK. So there we have a couple of tasty upgrades for the 300R for 2022. What do you think about these upgrades? Is this bike on your radar this year? Please drop a comment below and join the discussion. If you have liked this quick bit of news, please give a thumbs up to support the channel, and if you are new around here, then make sure to subscribe to see more bike videos. I've been Eddie Set Go. Hope you ride safe. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. It's a bit cold today. The readout says 3 degrees Celsius here in the UK. 3 degrees. I wonder if anybody else is out riding their bikes at the moment. If you are commuting through the winter, drop a comment below and join the discussion. I'll tell you one thing I do wish I had right now is perhaps some full gauntlet gloves. In fact, I do have some full gauntlet gloves in the garage. I might have to put those on because the wind is kind of going up the sleeve into the jacket. Oh dear. So yeah, some full gauntlet gloves will probably solve that.